right. So let me know if you see it on live video and Twitch while I open up the TMUX session. So TMUX session is open, so you can SSH in.
Mhm.
Okay. So
Okay.
SSH and then so let's go here to live edu.
Oh, live video is good.
Live edu is looking good.
Wow, this is the fastest ever I've gotten live video to work. They didn't even show me ads this time.
It's about time.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So um great. So we are streaming. We are live. I tweeted it out. Maybe you know what? Maybe you should post the Twitch and live edu links to Reddit Golang.
Like right now.
Yeah, like say we're streaming right now.
Okay.
Just so kind of people know.
That's a good idea. Can you send me the I'm good. Can I just do live video?
Twitch.
I'll do both. I'll do both. Give me the Twitch one. Live streaming.
All right.
Golang. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna only going to do the. Okay, I'm gonna add a comment later on for the Twitch link.
All right, sure. Sounds good.
Let's see if we get any.
All right, cool. So you want to go ahead and get started?
1 second. 1 second.
Sure.
Twitch. Still working on the Reddit post though. Okay. All right. I posted it on Golang Reddit.
All right, sounds good.
See if that gets us more readership, viewership. You ready?
Yeah, I am.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay, cool. So, first of all, one thing that is important is happy birthday, Stevens.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday. I actually wanted to put on a birthday hat, but
Oh,
I couldn't find it. So
you have.
unfortunately,
I appreciate the intention.
you will have to do with just me saying happy birthday. But I did not find my birthday hat.
Maybe your kids have it.
They probably do. They probably do.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is the best thing to do on a birthday is to be pair programming with you.
To be pair programming. All right, so
I'm
this pair programming is a birthday gift.
yes, my best birthday gift.
Awesome. So, you know what? Let me do a quick summary of what we're working on.
All right.
So we are working on an open source project called Gong.
Yes.
And this open source project purpose in life um, is to make working with Git, GitHub, and an issue tracker easier,
Mm-hmm.
right? So instead of, and I have like an issue sample here. So instead of doing, um, you know, Git checkout and then putting the issue ID, I want to just do Gong start and an issue ID,
Mm-hmm.
and then have um, the Git checkout already be there for me. All right. So one thing I actually thought about today is, um, well, we don't have to do it now, but I thought about it, and I think it's a pretty nice feature to have is Gong comment. So while you are on a branch, all right. So let's say you are on a branch called feature glob like 1111 some feature, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to do Gong comment. This is my comment. Um, comment, or you're gonna do Gong comment, and this will open up Vim. Once you save, it will save the comment to Jira or some or others, right?
So
So
this is to comment on the ticket.
yeah, just like add a comment or add something, um, or say, hey, I'm working on it and I found this, or hey, it's gonna take a bit longer. But you're already kind of working on it. You're already think about it like you're already in the terminal. You're already doing something. So you're gonna say, go and comment. This is a bit more complicated than I thought. We'll update more later. You know what
Okay.
I mean? So
All
this
right.
is pretty sweet, pretty sweet feature that I thought about. It's definitely not for phase 1, so we might tag that as phase 2. I would even maybe say phase 3. Um, so um, so again, we're working on this open source project called Gong. And for people in the chat room, first of all, people in the chat room, welcome. Please let us know if you have any questions. The purpose of this, the purpose of us live streaming it, um, you know, beyond the fact that I want this product for myself, and beyond the fact that we're pair programming on it because that's what we've been doing for the last 14 sessions. We're doing it, for the interaction. So and to help other people. So if you have questions or comments or feedback, please don't be shy. The purpose of it is not just you idling in the chat room and watching. It's really about like the interaction and asking questions and giving feedback, and just participating. So don't be shy. Participate. That's what we're here for. Okay, so after me thinking about that Gong comment, hi Roadsky or Roadsky, welcome back. Okay, so we have this project, and we decided to build it with Golang, because I think for CLIs that you wanna just work, Golang is perfect.
Yep.
You compile it to a single binary that just works everywhere. It's really really nice, like the way that it integrates with the rest of the system. The standard library is incredible. So I think Golang for me CLIs is like Golang. I mean, that's it. Unless we have something that's already written, then in Python or whatever, then obviously I'll work with whatever we have. But if it's a new thing, then it's Golang. I mean, there is no debating about it.
What do you think? What's the strongest reason for the argument?
For which one?
For the argument that if it's a command line tool, you think Golang is the best solution for it.
Compilation. That's one single executable that will just work everywhere.
Okay. So, okay.
Deployment. So AKA Joker Twitch on Twitch is saying hi back. So we're just overviewing what we've done in the last couple of sessions. You can also read up on the blog post about what we've been doing, and check out the source, which is open source, like everything we do. Okay, cool. So we to kind of go over what we have. So let's do go path here. Go path, src github.com, cancel dev, and then we have Gong. So let's split the screen here for just a second. And so we have Gong login. And cd go path here. So let's check it out. So we have main.go here. So we have login, and then we have start. And start is the one that we are now working on.
Yeah.
And the thing is, so we, for the start to work, if we look at our notes, for the start to work, we needed a slugifier.
Which we do.
Which we have. So first, let's make sure that all of the tests are still passing. If for some reason someone came overnight and took over my tests. So we have a slugifier. We actually have a bit more than what we have here in the notes, because we also have the grabbing of the details from the
init file.
From the init file.
Yeah.
And yesterday, what we kind of started to talk about is whether we want to pass the Jira client, the pointer to the Jira client around the application, or we want to take a step back and make it a generic interface.
Yes.
And the more I thought about it, the more it doesn't really make sense to do it now. I mean, it will be interesting work, especially for you, just kind of looking at how you make an interface and how you pass interfaces around. But I think, so first of all, right now the login is Jira Client specific.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So we already have this Jira Client. And we already have this kind of domain. So this is already kind of very much Jira specific.
Yeah.
So if we want to make the part where to grab the issue details generic, then we might as well do the other parts generic. But then I'm thinking, this is a classic error, classic mistake with someone working on an open source project or any type of project, to overthink and to overgeneralize before you need it. And then just people don't ship product,
Okay.
So we are shipping. So we're in shipping mode. So because we are in shipping mode, then we don't really care whether we make this, whether this will now be really, really specific to Jira and like will not work on other things, because like right now, all I care about is that it will work with Jira.
Okay. That makes sense.
Okay, so we had this thing called issue details that will grab the issue details. And we kind of started discussing whether we want to pass the Jira client to this class or methods or whatever, or functions or whatever will be here. Because
So if we don't do interface, what will we be passing around?
you will be passing in the Jira client.
The Jira Client.
Yeah. So you see this get client will get you an authenticated client. If you have an authenticated client. So Jira client and then login details dot domain, and then you have here login details dot username and login details dot password. So you have that part. And we actually do it here in the CMD. So if we go to CMD Gong main, we already used the get client here to kind of make sure that we're authenticated. But one thing that we need is to load. So we have a load here, right? So we have a load which gives us back a login details, and then we have a get client which we can use. This is pretty awkward though. Login.
Where exactly do we left off? Are we trying to create? We're trying to create a branch name, which we already do, right?
Well,
are we trying to create a GitHub branch?
Yeah, we're trying to create a Git branch based on the issue ID. So I want to do Gong start and then pass an issue ID and then have it create the branch for me.
But this has nothing to do with Jira at this point. We don't need the Jira client, do we?
Well, you need the issue title. So you need to grab the issue title from Jira.
Okay. Yeah, we need the title. Okay.
Yeah, you need the title. So we have a login details and login details. So we have get default location, login details. So here, what I want to do is call a func, which is get authenticated client, which will return a Jira client and an error. So it will have the same method signature return as this one. Okay, so then here we will have login details equals get default location login details, and then return login details dot get client.
Okay.
I'm not sure this is valid. Might be, but I'm not sure. So seems like it is. And then in our issue details, we are gonna do something like get. So what do we want to do here really? You know what? Instead of doing this, we'll do. So let me close this here. So, let me just like write some code and then we'll figure it out, right? So this is func and then get issue details. This accepts a Jira client, which is a pointer to jira.client. And then we need the go Jira here as an import here, and then get issue details returns. So actually here we can do get issue title, and the type. So issue type, which is a string, right? You know what? So let's do here get branch name. So this will accept the Jira client, issue type, and issue ID, which is a string. All right?
Yep.
Cool. So, and then this will return a string, which is going to be our branch name. Right?
Cool. I get this.
So let's go to the Slugger, and we have a Slugify title here. Cool. So now we can go here, and let's see how we grab the issue details. No. Okay. Cool. So let's do here mesos something, and then we have a Jira client. So we already have a Jira client. And then what does Jira client issue get actually return? Seems like it returns 3 values. So issue and then get. So it returns an issue, response, and an error.
Issue and response.
Yeah.
What's in the response?
Well, response is probably just the raw response from Jira.
Okay.
So here you can see that underscore means that we're gonna ignore that. So it basically means don't use that. So for now, let's do that, right? So here, so this is going to be the Jira client and issue get, and then here this is going to be the issue ID.
Okay.
And then, so let's close this. This is the issue ID. And then we can do funct.print line f print line, I think, and then this is you know what, let's not worry about that. All right, so then the title, so branch name is, or branch slug is this. Whoops, what happened here? Okay, so branch slug is this. So slugify title, and then issue dot, what do we have? Key dot fields dot summary, issue dot key. All right, so let's see what we have here in issue. I want the title.
Quick question for you here. So in Go, if it's within the same package, you have access to the Slugify title without importing the file.
Yeah.
So as long as, okay.
All right, so let's type issue here. So let's see what we have. So we have key, and then key is a JSON. So how do I get the issue title? So I see the summary, issue.fields.summary, and issue.fields.type.name. So let's see what we have in the fields. So issue fields, and then this is issue fields. So issue fields, project resolution, priority. So title. I don't see a title. You think it's a summary? So let's edit. Yeah, it's a summary. All right.
So the title is actually called summary?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it is. So let's do this. So issue.fields. Let's see what we have. So issue.fields.summary. All right. So then this is issue.fields.summary. And then actually this is func.sprintf. And then this is string, and string. And then the one is issue ID. And the second one is issue title slug. And then issue title slug equals to this. Okay, but actually this is so this is here, and then this is this, and then this is the issue type. And I don't need this. I can do return.
Okay, I have a question here.
Sure, go.
So on line number 4, well, not number 4, I guess,
down.
Relative
Yeah,
down.
here.
Okay, yeah. So this line, so you see here, issue underscore. Like what do you, why?
This basically means this is returning a value, but I don't need to use that value.
And then you can assign 2 different values to
Well, underscore just means swallow it.
Oh, underscore means swallow it. So it just nothing, basically.
Well, it means I don't need to use it. And so that means just don't give me an error. Because if I do response and then error here, then if I try to build, it will tell me, hey, response is declared but not used.
Oh, okay. So underscore, you can declare it, but then
not use it.
But then my question is, in Go, does this underscore actually represent a value? Like, if you try to do something with it, like return underscore.
Oh, I actually don't know. We can check that in a minute. Okay. All right. So
okay, the follow-up question is, so what if I only assign 2 values? Like I just do issue underscore equals to Jira Client.issue.get. Would that be like a valid thing to do, or it would just simply complain?
What? I'm sorry. What?
So here, Jira Client.issue.get returns 3 values, right?
Yeah.
What if I just do issue equals to?
Yeah. You can't do that.
I cannot.
No.
Okay, got it.
Okay, so we have a flag here, and what we need is we need an argument, because the start can accept an argument, and that argument is the issue ID. So let's go to the CLI package and see how we can pass an argument. So args, so c.args The question is, how do I declare an argument by name? So let's look at command here. And I know command has flags. The question is whether it has named argument. And I see aliases, and I see action, which accepts an interface. But what I don't see, the category the command is part of, the short description of the arguments of this command. But I want an argument. So, you know what I mean? An argument basically means, so Gong starts, and then the first thing after the start is an argument.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, CLI should have that built in, I would assume.
Args and such. So
Args usage.
So I see an args usage, but that doesn't really give me. So we have flags. So you see it has args, and then you can access those. But so let's see arguments. You can look up arguments by calling args function on CLI.context. So then seems like we can do that, but we just can't declare it as a part. So c.args 0, like so. So this is going to be like the branch. All right, so let's not worry about the declaration of the command, and let's do this. And this is the issue title.
So what's wrong with this approach? Like, what were you trying to do? I didn't really.
Well, what I mean is what I was expecting it to be a nice DSL where I can say, okay, you have to accept like one argument, and that one argument needs to be something.
Okay.
Okay, so this is return nil, and now what we need is Jira Client and error equals to get authenticated. What was it? Get authenticated client here. So this is here. Get authenticated client, and then error, then log dot. Well, let's do return error, something here, and then so we have a Jira client, and now our issue details were actually branch name. So let's do branch name equals get branch name, and we pass in the Jira client. We pass in the issue ID. And this is not issue title, this is issue ID. What else are we passing? Oh, the type. So we pass the branch type here, branch type. So here, fmt print line, and we print the branch name. All right. So let's try to build this.
Did we get branch name?
Get authenticated client. Yes, this is not a good one. So here, this is part. So get authenticated client is part of Gong. and also get branch name is part of Gong
Why do you need to do this here? Like,
because
I don't
this is in
understand.
the different package. The
What package
CMD
are
is
you in right
package
now?
main, and Gong is package Gong. All right, so
You're in.
Gong create, and then I'm gonna take the issue ID. No help topic for create. So let's do here Gong dash dash help. Was it start? Yeah, it starts,
Go
not
start.
create. So Gong start. Hmm. So we have an error. So let's see what our error
How do you
is.
know we have an error? Because we didn't print out anything.
Well, because it would print out something, and I think it just returned the error. So let's see what the error is. So cmd gong main here, and then here let's print, instead of returning the error, let's also do print line and an error and build and run the same thing. So auth at Jira instance failed,
Mm.
unsupported protocol scheme. So what I think is that the login is wrong. And I can't really do it on the screen. So let me do it off the screen.
All right.
So
You think your credential is just wrong
yes.
in the init file? Okay.
No, the credentials are looking good, so it's something else. So let's see what we have here. So first, let's look at the problem. So Gong, auth at Jira, instance failed, post rest, unsupported protocol scheme, something. So let's look at get, so login, login.go, and then get authenticated client. I can't even print, so get default login details. And then return login details dot get client. All right, so this is get client, and then this is all right. So let me do so new Jira client, and then login details dot domain. So let's see if the domain. So I see it's HTTPS issues Apache and then Jira. The question is, do we need Jira? I don't see we do. So let me try. So let's do here nil and then this. So let's, I think the login details dot domain is wrong here. Oh, I know what the problem is. Okay, so this is get default. So this is the problem. So login details dot load is wrong. So I did not use load, and I need to use load. So load.
So what did you use?
So login details here should equal load login details. All right, and now let's build. Go build.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, so it wasn't loading the right thing. So this is
Multiple
login
value.
details and error. And then this should be this, and then error here, and we are going to return nil and an error. And let's do this. All right, so then start. Okay.
Okay. Cool.
Cool. So this is already like saving so much time. So much time on so now you can do git checkout
Yeah.
dash
Yeah.
b, you know.
Definitely.
Um, so let's do git checkout just so it will error out, so it says, hey, I don't have that. And we can also do dash dash, what was it, type? Um, so chore or something.
Let's see.
Yeah, so it does
Ah.
chore, and then you do hotfix or
Interesting.
something. So it's pretty
That's pretty
nice.
sweet. It's pretty
Um,
sweet.
cool. So now um, we can actually run that command. So instead of me passing this into
Git checkout. You want to like integrate Git checkout.
so I want to run git checkout. Yes.
Okay. That shouldn't be that hard, right? We just do.
No, it's not hard at all. Okay, so now let's go to cmd gong main, and instead of printing the branch name, what we will do is we will import os exec. Okay,
Okay.
and our command is git so I wonder if this is let me think about that for a sec. Okay, so let's do it this way. So then args is exec dot. You know what? So args is a slice of string. Whoops, a slice of string. What I can type today? A slice of string, and then this is checkout, and then it's dash b, and then it's branch name, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then cmd out. Let's do this.
What
in
is this?
air.
What? Can you explain a little bit the last line? Like
This is just the
string?
argument. So it's gonna pass git checkout dash b and then the branch name spaced with a space.
Okay. Args. So args, is that like is an array, or is it like a, what kind of data structure is that? I'm just curious. That looks weird to me.
This is a slice of string.
It's a slice of string.
Yeah.
What do you mean by like slice of string? Like, is it
It's
like a
it's an
single string?
array of strings.
It's an array of strings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Slice is the Golang equivalent of array.
Okay. But branch name. Okay, branch name. Okay, I see. I see.
Okay, so let's try that. And if that is good, then let's do fmt print line out. All right, so let's build. Let's see if we fix something. So undefined out. What? How come out is undefined? Oh, okay. So this is this. Go build. and then start. Okay. So you see we are on this.
So what's all that number?
Well, it's just, yeah, it's not a string. I need to make it a string.
Okay.
So this is, um,
But do you see the Git branch? Oh,
yeah,
we do. We
yeah.
are on the Git branch.
All right, so let's git checkout master and git branch dash d feature, right? So it was deleted. So now let's build and let's do start. All right,
Okay. Okay. Cool.
pretty awesome.
Yep. It's working.
Okay, cool. So we have grab authentication details from this. We have that. We have Gong start. And we have grab the ticket details. So we have that.
Move the ticket to a started state.
Yeah. So this is a bit more complicated because there is a thing called transition in in um, in Jira. So it's a
Okay.
bit more complicated than that. But yeah, this is pretty sweet.
Yep.
So actually, we don't really need this Gong authenticate thing because we already kind of refactor the code out to do that.
Yep.
So, all right. So let's see what we have here. So git checkout master. So let's do this. Git add cmd dash p. So we have OS exec and we have the issue ID, and then git add issue details, which is this, and then git add login, which is this. So we, all right. So git st git commit start command complete. Git commit start command complete.
Awesome.
All right. So let's look at our commit here. Let's make sure. So start command complete. So this, you don't understand. This already saves me like so much time. You
No, I
know?
can see it. What do you mean I don't understand? Of course I
I
understand.
mean, think about it. Someone says, on Slack, someone says, "Hey, can you take care of like glob something something?" And then I can say, "Hey, sure, I can take care of it." And so you know what I want to work on? I want to work on comment. What do you think?
Sure. Yeah. Why not?
Um, I want to work on comment. But I feel the code is pretty dirty though.
Or you wanna like refactor a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I don't really like the code. I don't like this being passing Jira Client. I don't like it at all. To be honest.
So instead, we should be passing the issue. I mean, the the actual issue. Is issue like a string? Issue is actually not a string. It's
No,
an
issue is
object.
not a
It's a
string, it's an
JSON. It's
object.
a JSON object.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
So once you
I don't want to get off track because we still have, um, we still have the comment that I want to do, and I really want to do transitions. So, I started working on it. So like transition. So let's look at the Gojira here. And in fact, what I want to do is, let me open up another one here. So this is GoPath, src, github.com. What is it? Andy something, and then Gojira. So this is CD. And let me open up this thing here. So issue.go. So I see transitions. So transitions field, transition. So we have a create transition payload, but issue itself, I don't see it has a transition. Create transition payload. So let me look. Oh man, this code is really not very nice, I have to say. So we need issue metadata. So we have transition result. Transition result. So get transitions. So get transitions, get a list of the transitions possible for this issue by the current user, along with the fields that are required for and their type. So get transition, and you pass an ID, which is a string. So let's see where the get transition is being used. So get transitions is issue test, but I don't see it being used anywhere. It's just here. Get transition, get a list, but we need to authenticate an issue service. Issue service is a struct which gets past the client. So we can do that and pass transitions. And then, let's, so Roadski is, so sorry, I don't know when you posted that question, but you're asking, so Rodsky or Rodsky again on live edu is asking, hello, please, would you help me for a while? Sure, just post your question. Just post your question and we will answer it. Okay. So we have an epic. So let's look at the issue service here for a second. So let me split this here. So let's do func get issue transitions. And we need the Jira client here, which is a pointer to a Jira.client. And we need the issue ID, which is a string. And let's return.
So, Rose guy commented back.
But it didn't work. Okay. So Roadsky is saying, as I told you, I want to scrap some data from a website. I've been trying for a couple of days, but it did not work with me. So just post your code here, and Let's see what you have. Let's see what the problems are. So we have a get transitions here. So then issue service. So issue service is passing in a client. So we can say issue service equals Jira dot issue service and then here the client. What? I can't really pass. Let's see, just 1 second. Issue. Okay, so I see. So issue. Sorry. So I don't actually need to use the issue service. It's private, but Jira Client dot issue is actually an issue service. So client. Where is client here? So authentication maybe. So client. No, where's the client? Probably here. Client struct, which is a client, and then struct, and then issue is issue service. All right, got it. So we need this. So this is transitions. So issue dot go and then get transitions. So this will return transitions. So then we can fmt dot print line transitions. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So here, this will be a dirty response, but I don't really care. I just want to see if I can get that useful information. And then what I will do here is Gong dot get issue transitions and pass in the Jira client and the issue ID. Build. Okay, so Roadsky is saying here's the code. It's written in Python. No, it doesn't make any difference whatsoever. So you're doing request.get and you're doing status code and you're printing raw. All right, so let me just 1 second. We'll get to it. But let me. I just want to finish my train of thought here, and then start. Oh shit! CMD Gong and build. So let's see if we have it here, and then start. So let's see if we print in transitions. So, I am not calling the right thing. Get transitions. Build. Too many arguments in call Jira Client get transitions. So here I need just the issue ID. Build. All right, and then start. Okay, so awesome. So
Do you see the object?
Rob Possum 11 on Twitch is asking, have you used Crystal Lang before? If so, what are your thoughts on the language? So I have not. I heard about it. I saw Hacker News gagaing over it, but I haven't used it before. So I don't really have an opinion. So you see, there is a transition map. So there is ready, and then there is this seems. Oh, so this is what is available for me, and the first one is what I actually need, because that's like the really what starts the issue.
I don't know what you're talking about. Like which line,
Here,
which
you see, this is the array, so it's kind of confusing. But this is
ready
one, and
151
then this is two.
fixed versions.
Yeah,
Ready won't fix resolution fixed version. Okay. So this is like a state, different state of the ticket, right?
yeah. So you see, we can do transition, ticket ID and transition ID,
Yeah. So
and
you just
this.
need 11 then. Oh well, not ready, but start. Where is start?
No, start is later. So here we can do this and get transitions, and then we can do here Jira Client dot do transition, do transition, and then issue ID, and transition ID is 11. So I'm like hard coding the hell out of here.
That's ready.
Yeah, ready is the first one that is a valid one. And then response and an error. And actually, you know what? Let's do response here and fmt dot print line response, and then do this here. All right, so here, and then build Jira Client do transition. So this is Jira Client dot issue dot do transition. So go build, and awesome. So let's do start. Bam. I think it didn't work. Let's see.
Exit status 128.
So this should go to ready. So let's see if it's ready.
It is ready.
It
Start.
is.
No, I see start. What do you mean?
No, you see, it's ready for engineering. Oh.
Where? It's start.
So start is
Oh,
what?
status? That's so confusing.
So
What
it's
happened when you click on start?
just 1 second. So let's see what we have here in the transition. So what fix, resolution, fix version, work log.
Try something else. Just try like 151. See if it transitions.
The thing is, so start. Oh, and then we have a work log. And the work log, oh man. All right. This is more than I want to know about Jira ever.
Oh, it's a lot
So
of mapping.
Embra Possum 11 again on Twitch. Do you know any good full stack projects for a beginner? And I think we do.
The creative network.
Yeah. So we are also working on a stream series called the Creative Network. And we have 11, 12 sessions already.
Yep.
Available online for free. Just give us your credit card. No, I'm kidding. So available for free. And yeah, you can check it out. I think this is perfect for a beginner. I mean, that's the only one I know. I'm sorry for the shameless plug here. So Roadsky again. I did not forget about your Python code. I will when we look at it in a second. Um, so we, so this is weird because this probably the start. Where is it? The start probably starts a work log. So start is in progress. So,
Yeah, you need to just change it to in progress.
well, I can't. That's not how that works. Um, well, now it's bad because now I don't work pause. Engineering was paused. Start. All right, so let's do work paused for a second. Okay, so I have start. Um, so you see, all of this is creating stuff here. Oh, so we did do the ready.
How do you know?
There it is, ready for engineering.
Mm,
So you see, this is what we did. It's the original value was need scoping, and then it was ready for engineering.
okay.
So now, if we just remove this and we see what are the available transitions, we should not see the ready one because the ready is already done. So you see, it's start.
Let me see. Start scoping. Needed map. Okay, yeah, I see. So it works. Like the status code, it works actually. Yeah, so this already works then. If you want to just hard code it, you can just hard code it in the status code and it's gonna work.
So the question is, what is this transition? So this returns a transition object. So get transition. Where is the transition model? So there it is. We have an ID, we have a name, and then we have fields. I wonder how specific this is for globality and how I can make it generic.
What do you mean?
I mean, how the ready for engineering, is it by default? You know what I mean? Is it by
It's probably. I'm not sure. I've never used Jira.
Jira API, REST APIs. So APIs, Jira REST APIs. Okay, where's the REST APIs? Browsing and testing your REST. Oh, only from the developer? I can't see. Really? How to update an issue via REST. Let's see what we have here. So simple update fields operation. Let's do a transition. Jira REST issue transition. So first of all, that worked.
Yes, indeed.
Which is pretty awesome. So you see ID here is 4. So for them, so
Maybe this is custom.
it's 100% custom. 100%.
Yeah.
The question is how can I generalize that? Um,
Mm-hmm.
I have an idea. I have an idea, but so let's do this here, and then remove this. So we know how to do it. We just don't have it complete, which is pretty nice. And this is this. Jira. Oh, you know what I can do? But I don't know what's the default. So let's see, Jira create account. I want to see like how I want to create an account. Sign up. I want to try and create an account for Jira. Reporting feature requests. What is it? So let's do. Okay. So let's sign up here. An email has been sent. Let's check my email. All right. I'm checking my email. I'm sorry for boring the stream. Okay, so while we are here, Road Sky, I am now looking at your code. So you are trying to query this website. So first question would be, what is not working for you? Because from just looking at the code, it looks good. So the question is, what is not working for you? All right, so let's see. Okay, so this one, what's going on? All right, this, I don't care. Save. Everything is good. Okay.
So what are you trying to do? You're trying to customize, see what options are available?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So services,
Fine with me.
my Atlassian. Let's see what we have here. I wanna. Oh, I don't. You know what? I don't think it's I don't think you can sign up for a free one. Jira. Is this Jira Core? Is this Jira Software? I don't know.
Check your own account.
Jira Software Server Managing
Oh,
Target.
they own HipChat?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't they
Jira.
get totally like destroyed by Slack?
What? Anyway, this is probably 100%. I mean, this is 100% custom.
Just assume it's custom.
Yeah, well, I mean, if I assume, I can't just scrap the description. Okay, so let's see. Let's help Road Sky here. So let's do this. All right, so this, and then cd cd open source make deer dash p road sky help, and then vim test.py. So this is Python 3. urllib pprint pprint.pprint. So is this Python 3? So yes, it's Python 3. So what? So many errors. Make virtual and Python 3 road ski.
What does make virtual and do? Like a you make a virtual environment for a specific version?
Mm-hmm. It's RBN for Python.
Ah, I see.
If you can help me how to get pure data, not the HTML tags. All right, let's see what we have here. This is not what I want. This is what I want. Okay. Vim test.py. Paste. This. So I'm pretty sure Python test. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have everything needed here. So pip install. Print install requests. Pip install requests. Python cannot import name. So URL lib3. Do you have the requirements.txt of this project? Pip install URL lib3. So it's already installed. Cannot import name requests. All right, so if you have the requirements.txt, let me can grab the source Python. Okay. So cannot import name requests. So URL lib3 does not have requests. This does not make sense. So why do you even need this? Pip install lxml. Okay. All right. Cool. So I'm thinking, like, what is our next step here?
Comments, right?
Because, well, comment, yeah, I mean, comment is the next step in the implementation, but what I'm thinking is, how can we get over the fact that I think it's too customized?
Why do we need to get over it? This is just for globality use currently.
Um,
Just hard coded in the the code
yeah,
for now. I mean, there's no need to overcomplicate it for now because what's the point?
yeah, that's actually true.
Yeah, like you
So
said.
just one
Yeah.
second. So, um, Possum 11. Did you attend uni for CS? Wasn't that question asked on the stream before? I mean, not by you, not by him, but or her, but by
Yeah, it's
someone.
by someone else. So just
Uh,
give your answer.
so I will give my answer.
Is that your favorite question, right?
No, it's not my favorite question, but it's one of my favorite questions.
Yes.
So the short answer is no, I did not. The long answer is that I never went to college and I did not finish high school.
Whoa! Congratulations, Avi. You're officially considered illiterate in this country. No, seriously, you're illiterate.
Yeah, I know. You know, it's like,
Like the law requires you to finish high school in United States, and
well, no. So here's the deal. I finished high school, but I don't have a GED.
yeah, so you didn't finish. You didn't graduate.
Yeah, so I have like 12 years of education.
Wow, uh, that's scary, man.
Why?
I mean, you have the same amount of years of education as my grandmother. That's not to say that you know as much as she does, but just counting the amount of years. But you do pretty well for yourself given that amount of years in school.
Right. So I see here description. So what are you printing here? Open source. So Mra Possum 11. I hope you got your question. Um, I hope you got your answer. I mean, it's we're only joking because we talked about it so much between ourselves.
Yeah.
um, so Rodsky, from what I can see, your code works. Um, work on Rodsky. Work on Rodsky. So from what I can see, your code works because when I print item C, then I see the descriptions here. So what is your actual question? Because what are you trying to get? So you get the span and you have a description. So I'm not really sure what you're trying to accomplish here. So, actually what I want to do here, Emerald Possum 11 says import should be at the top of the file. So I don't know if you followed or not, but this is not what we're working on. One of the viewers on LiveEDU asked for help and sent me this Python file, so I volunteered to help. So I'm not like refactoring here or doing anything like that, but yeah. So I'm not. So for me, this is the first thing I would do. So I would do import pip print from pprint, and then this can be just pprint. So re is, what are you doing here with re? You're not even doing anything. LXML. So you do pages.rcl XML requests. So I would do, you're only using get, so import get from requests, and then all of this should be sorted, and then this should be 2 lines, and then s. Oh, I never like s as something in a file, and then this is get here, and what else? So why do you use print and pp print as well? You don't need that. And then items, items missing white space. So this is here, and then here you'll do this. So why is this not a dictionary? You can just have a dictionary. And then here, and then this. Right, so then this is here, and then this is, what are you using? Okay, so this is here, and then this would be here, and then this would be in the same level, and then this would be announce, and then this would be here. I'm refactoring your code. All right, and then this is here, 1 line, and here we can also break with 4 because this is Python, and then here we break out, and here we break here. Item.find all.0.text. So class, cool. So for the price, you will need to find where the price is. So let's look at your code here. And so I'm guessing this is the price. And description is announce get description. All right, let's do this. So where is the description here? So this is description, this is top announce image, top announce tighter pricks. So pricks. And then announce get description. So announce get. Oh, this is announce get description. So let's do this. So this is announce get description. Where are we? Oh, okay. So this is the description. So you're not even getting the price. So this is the price. Pricks. Doesn't sound well. So inspect here, and then here. So what I would do is grab this. So this is item in items. So this is item. Cool. So description is item.find all. But why are you doing it this way though? Damn. Stevens, are you with us?
Yeah, I'm with you.
You got lost for a minute.
I'm wondering what language it is.
This is
It said,
Python. This is Python.
no, not the language. Of course, I know it's Python. I'm talking about the website.
Oh, it's French,
Yeah,
I
he said
think.
it's French.
So this is this, and then where are we? Description is this, and then price is item dot find all span. Oh, you need the price. Oh, well, you can get this.
Does it have a prop? Yeah, it has the item prop. It's class name.
This. This will not be compliant, but we can get away with this. So then this is 0 dot text. I would not write this code like this in production, but I think for now this will do. And let's run this.
Is this like the Python version of Nogogiri?
From requests import get. Yeah, I guess so.
Like, what is it? LXML? ML? What library is doing the parsing?
LXML. Find all span class. What's going on? What am I missing? Oh, it's so price. What?
Are you sure it's under the div announce? Because items is announce.
Yeah, it's under.
Is actually under announce.
So.
Oh yeah, it is under announce.
Yeah, it is. It is. So then there's a nonce left, and then this is the title. Where's the description though? Ah. Okay, so this is here. And then there should be a price. You know, so I think one of them doesn't. And that's where it blows up. Let's give it a few more minutes. Title, get description. There it is. So, pricks. Class, price, item, dot, find all. Span. Is it a span? It is. That's pricks.
I think so.
So we actually can do this.
Announce numeral.
Non-type object is not callable. What am I missing here? Okay, so it's printing the description. And then thank you. Oh, damn. Thank you. All right, so you have the price and you have much better looking code.
Cool.
I accept PayPal and all major credit cards. Okay, so this is this is this, and this is this. Where's your gist? Here it is.
Why is
Thank
the
you.
price
Thank
such
you
a
for
big-
the comment about the find all. This is what happens when I write Go and then 5 minutes later try to write Python. This code is better, and then I don't paste any code. All right, so this. All right, enjoy. So this is this, this is this. We can close this, we can close this, we can close this, we can close this, we can close this. And we can close this. We've done our Python for today. Sure, Rotsky. Anytime. It was my pleasure. So I don't know why it took you so long, but I mean, no judgment here. All right, so here's what I want. So let's look at our issue details here. And then here's what I want. For so here's what I want. All right. So what I want is to, and this is just a bit of pseudocode. So find the first time start is part of the transition name, and basically transition until you find start and then stop transitioning. You got it?
Mm-hmm.
So this is transitions, and then this is, instead of get issue transitions, this is start issue, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here we'll return no. So for so here's what we want.
Find the first time start is part of the transition. Transition until you find start, and then stop transitioning.
Yeah.
Why do we do this? Why don't we just change it to start? And if it's not,
Because you can't change it to start immediately. You have to go through first. It's ready for engineering, and then you start.
oh, you can't jump.
No.
Okay,
That's
weird. That's
all right. So here's the deal. We can do this. So next transition is transitions 0, right?
Yep.
And then here, so we have transition. Transition has an ID and it has a name, right?
Okay.
So while transition dot name is different than start, was it?
Yes.
Start, no, it's start. So start. Right?
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
We need to keep transitioning it.
I'm not sure there is. It's such an easy thing to do. So let's see here. While. All right. So yes, there is. So while this, then do this. Okay.
Okay.
And then what you do is you do Jira Client dot issue dot do transition and issue ID and then next transition dot ID.
Okay.
Do transition, and then we can also do fmt dot print line moved. So fmt dot format print line. So this is S. So moved issue to status. And then this is going to be next transition dot name. And it should be after. And then here, this is do transition. So do transition. What does it return? So it returns a response and an error. So response and error. And then this. And then if error. So here we'll return error. So if error, then return error, else here return nil.
Don't you have to also reset transitions?
And then
yeah.
So yeah, so I need to do this in a loop.
Yeah, you need to
Oh,
set
actually, this is if. And then here, I call start issue, but then so start issue. So I need this in a loop. Just 1 second. Let me think about how I do it in a loop. All right, so transitions. So let's go back to the while. And then this is next transition. And then this is this. All right. So, well, this is a gamble, but we can try. And then this is this, and this is this.
Yeah, this probably will work.
All right. So build.
Oops. Non-tickler statement.
What's going on? Next transition, end of statement, line 20. While next transition dot name. Oh, what? fmt dot f print.
So it's F. It should be just print, right?
So Rodsky is saying your friend is a major programmer, then you are partners. I don't really know what that means. So fmt.fprint, fmt.print formatted. Let's see. I always forget. I think it's fprint, like so. But let me check. So I'm looking at the documentation here for a second. So fmt.fprint. So print, is it printf? Printf. 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 Build. Declared and not used. Response declared and not used. I don't need this. Build. Okay, so actually before I build, we have this as a branch name, and then here we have an error equals to what is it? Start issue. So Gong, what? Wait, what? Where am I? Okay, so here. So Gong dot start issue, and then Jira Client issue ID, and then error is this. Oh, excuse me. All right, so let's do build. No new variable, so 68 error. So I already have error somewhere. Okay, so build. All right. So start. Let's gamble. Exit status 128.
Looks like it worked. Go to your issue.
Even if it did, it didn't do the. No, it didn't. So it did something. No, it didn't do it. It didn't do anything. So what is missing here? So gong.start issue. So here start issue.
It didn't print anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't print anything.
So fmt.printf printf. Okay, so this is moved issue to status, and then transitions is Jira Client.issue.get transitions issue ID, and then next transitions is this. So next transition. So this is do transition. So let's do fmt dot print line here of next transition and build. So let's see where, because what I see is that it also did not do the branch. All right, so let's do build and then let's do run. Oh, sorry, start. So start. So this did something, but it didn't do the start issue.
Why not? It printed out start.
It's printed out. So, okay. Okay. So it got it. So here's the problem. So it, let's see. So let's do more scoping needed, for example. This will move it to need scoping, right? So this is the problem. So for next transition is different than name,
Okay.
then what it means is that it will not do it if it's a start. So it will do it up to the start.
Right. Okay, that's right. That's right. So if it only gets executed if it does not equals to start.
Yeah. So we
so
need.
why don't we just
Yeah. What do we want to say? What did you want to say?
so just add a line of code that will execute when it starts.
Um, so I can't even use until, because until will do the same thing. Let me think. So I want to do up to start, but including start.
So why can't we just do add the execution code after the for loop? Because this block of code only gets executed when it's not start. Oh, okay, then I see.
So what I need is some kind of a dictionary to hold.
Next transition equals to transition 0. So that means once we get to start, we get out of the for loop, right?
Yeah.
So why can't we just execute the start outside of the for loop? Is that guaranteed to execute?
Yeah, but then
Like
what did you do?
you transition to start.
No.
Why not?
No, you're gonna have bugs here.
So at line 11, why can't we just do transition Jira issue.do transition issue ID, and then the hard coded start ID? What kind of bug are we going to create in that case?
How can I get over the fact that I need to do this one as well? Because I don't want to go over start. So I don't want to move to finished, or I don't want to move to like done, or whatever it is after start. I want to just do start. while I'm thinking about it, I want to do also Gong browse, same as hub browse. So that means that while you are on a branch, you can do Gong browse. It will take you to the issue in the browser.
Okay, that's useful.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing. Okay, so damn it, why is it so hard? Well, I know why is it so hard, because it's 11 p.m. Um I can't even trust that the IDs are sequential.
But we know the hard-coded mapping between start and the ID, right?
Yeah.
So that's what I kept asking. Why can't we, after the for loop, let's just execute Jira Client.issue.do transition. Let's say ID is 11, issue ID then 11. Because if it's, we're assuming if it's not start, like after this block of code gets executed, next transition will be start, right? Otherwise, it will never exit this loop. If we're out of the for loop, the next transition gets set. Next transition has to be start. Is there any case it will not be start?
Yes, if the issue is already started. So
No.
you could have started it elsewhere.
Yeah, but then it will keep going.
No, it will not.
It will keep going in the for loop.
No, it will not.
Why not?
Oh, you mean if the yes, it will. You're right.
Exactly. So that's why I said just add a line of code after the for loop that transition to start at like before return now.
So here's what we can do though. Um, so we can actually make this. So instead of doing this, what we can do is just call this function recursively. So what was the first? The first was ready, right?
Yeah.
So it's ready. So what we can do is we can say allowed equals to a slice of string, and this is ready and start, right?
Okay.
So then this is here, and then you say if next transition, so if allowed next transition here, right? Then what you do is this. And then I need to call this function again here.
Okay.
And then error is start issue with the Jira client and the issue ID. Non-integer slice index next transition. What? Slice of string. Why am I so confused by this? Let's give it 5 more minutes because I'm already kind of wiped.
Okay.
No, so Hitman 44, this is Golang. So instead of, let's see. So FMT print line, DCL, T. How do I, so, you know, let's do map. So this is what I want. A map of string. Map string. Index of slice Golang. All right. This is where Go comes in really, really rough.
It has no built-in function to do this simple task, right?
No. So you kind of need to do a map of this. Well, you know, you can kind of do this index of. This is so let's do this here. Index of, and then we have the status, and then we have the data is okay, and then status. So then this, and then this is index of next transition in allowed. is greater than -1. Is greater than -1. Cannot use next transition as type string. Oh, so this is next transition dot name. All right, so git checkout master, and then branch dash d, and then start. Okay, so let's see what we have here.
Issue.
Issue started. In progress.
Woo!
Major success.
Wow. Can I see the code again? I wasn't following the last like 5 minutes.
Yeah, the
What
code
did you
the
do
code is
here?
here. So I just copied from Stack Overflow like any great engineer in the world, and then what I've done is what are the allowed transition when I do start. And then if I have this in the next transition, then I'm gonna do it. And if not, then not. So git checkout master, git sd, git add cmd gong, issue details, git commit, gong start command complete with starting the issue.
Index of if status return -1. If index of is greater than -1, so we're executing both ready and start.
Yeah.
Oh, because the ready is the only one before start.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So we're assuming that the status will always be the one before ready. This is not gonna work if it's in any other status.
Well, it's gonna do the branch, but it's not gonna change the transition. It's not gonna transition the issue.
Yeah. So we're just it's basically this is ready is like step 1, start is step 2. So we always start with step 0. So we go to step 1, then go to step 2. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, got it. Cool.
All right.
All right.
So transitions done. So next time we're gonna do browse. I think browse is more important than comment.
Okay.
Okay. So actually, though, this is W code open source. So code go src github.com cancel dev gong, and then this is to do dot txt or to do dot tasks. No, to do. Okay.
Okay.
I don't have anything here that is, no, I don't. St git add to do, git commit, sham to do, added to their project, git push origin mal, git push, and this will right, so now we have the to do here. Raw. No. What's going on? Vim to do. Okay. Git commit actually adding to do now. Okay, so let's do this. All right, cool. So now we have to do Rodsky. You have 2 minutes, man. Hit it. Okay, so we made a lot of progress today. So we have the login working, we have the load working, we have the start working, which is also going to transition the issue. So we already have a lot of like automation around Jira that I did not have before. So this literally like already changes my life. And it's looking good. So I think in terms of importance, I definitely think that browse is more important. Because browse will get you to the point where you can, comment like right there. And comment is nice, but browse will actually, be better because then you can do other stuff as well.
Right.
All right. Awesome. So when you run it, it says there is a problem. Item find all, item prop price. Well, I'm not sure you can run it with the item prop. Description, item prop name, class. What? Let's see. Let me help you again. All right, so vim test pi. And then Python. Test.py. List index out of range. So this basically means that line 27, this basically means here it did not find this item. So one of the items does not have this item prop with text. So you can't really do dot 0 here because it's giving you an empty list. That's what this means basically. What you can do is you can refactor this out a bit, like get value, and then here, so def get value or default, and then you say item, and then tag, and then prop, and then prop value, right? And then here you do this here. What happened? Okay, so this and then this. So here you do I don't know, something like objects equals this. And then if objects, so len objects is greater than 0, then you are going to return objects 0.text. Otherwise, you're going to return an empty string. So then this is tag. This is so this should actually be a, but you know what? Let's do item prop here, just for the sake of it, and then prop value, and then you don't need prop here. Right. So this, and then here in the price, you're gonna do get value or default, and then item tag is span, and the prop value is price. And then you do the same. Whoops. You do the same here with name. Is it name? Yes. What? So this is name, and then this is name. Right, so Python test.py, and it is working. Okay, so for some, you just get like this price, and then for some, you get an empty price. All right. So you welcome. Enjoy. Let's see what we have here. So this is this. So this is better. Ah, I did it again. Okay, so this, and then this. Ah, I did it again. Sorry. And then this is this, and then this. Okay. All right. So Rodsky is saying, I don't even understand. I can't even understand how did you do that. So all I've done really is understand what the problem is, and then bypass it, because what the problem was is, well, what the problem was that you were trying to get an object from an array of objects. And this is why I don't like having these float in code, because this will always blow up. And I mean, this is the first thing that always blows up in production, expecting something to be of some length, and then in production it's zero length. You know what I mean? And then this code always blows up in production. I cannot tell you how many times I saw code like this in production, and then the reason I saw this code was following a bug report. You know, it's like literally one of the most common mistakes an engineer does is calling an index on a list of objects without worrying about the default or whether it's going to be there. And especially when you have a list of object that is of unknown value, like you're parsing XML from a website, or you're parsing some JSON, or you know what I mean? This is, you have to be defensive about how you parse the input. You know, you have to always say, is this correct? Am I making the correct assumptions here? You know, can this be null? Can this be blank? Can this be zero length? And nothing will save you from yourself more than tests. Nothing will save you from yourself more than tests. You know, it's, you see the code that I wrote here for Gong, right? And you see, I've written tests for just about anything, other than stuff like this one. um, that is pretty hard to mock with Golang. But once this code is good enough that it's feature complete for me, then I'm gonna hack all of it, and then I'm gonna write everything with test. But you see the slugger here, so slugger test, right? So you see I have this. This is the title, and then I'm gonna assert this is a fake title, and then I have something else, right? So I'm trying to think about the inputs that my function can accept, and I'm thinking about what the output is supposed to be, right? So for example, trimming spaces or trimming special characters and so on. So what do I recommend for you? Write more code. Just write more code. I'm talking here, and it sounds like, I always um, I always say that, and Stevens can attest to that. And because I worked with Stevens in the same company for a couple of years or 3 years. Usually sometimes when people see me code, or when people see me solving problems, like uh, they think it comes from being smart, or it comes from being better, but it's not. It's really not. It's just not assuming anything, you know, not assuming anything about the input, not assuming anything about the output, testing. Um, so, for me again, and you saw the answer that I had previously for the answer on Twitch. So for me, I don't like books. I think books are problematic. Um, YouTubers, I don't know. I mean, I'm not. I'm. You can watch my YouTube channel, but really, just write more code and don't take yourself too seriously. You saw me just refactoring code here and hacking and hacking and hacking. And it looks like, oh, this is like insane pace, and I'm never gonna be that, and I'm never gonna be there, and it's really not true. Like it's really 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 not true. It just comes from experience. It just sees like, oh, this is what I need, this is what I have, right? And I know objects might be false, especially when I'm like parsing an XML here. So all I've said is like, you know what, let's make this code better, like here with price, right? And actually you can even make this code better as well. So you can have for like attribute in attributes here, and then you can do attribute equals, and this is going to be a dict, um, like so, and then attribute equals this, uh, uh, like something like that. I don't really have the Python. Um, like my head is in Go, so it's hard for me to do Python. But let me try and show you something. So code globality, globality ops scripts. So let me see, globality. So actually, I can do better. Right? So you can do this. So you can generate your dictionary from a loop. I mean, this is what's nice about Python, really. The generators and stuff like that. But like my mind is so in Golang right now that I can't really think about everything. But yeah, you see, it's like you generating a random a dynamic object. All right, so we are done for today. We have done 2.5 hours. Many things were done today. Everybody in the chat room wish Stevens a happy birthday. How old are you, Stevens? Are you like 27, 28?
28.
28.
28.
So, yeah, I remember when I was 28. I remember the time.
All right.
All right. So thank you, Stevens, and happy birthday again. Thank you, everybody in the chat room. Thank you for being with us and participating. And as you can see, if you're not shy and you participate, then you get help. So today's help was writing Python code for Roadski or Roadsky. And we wrote quite a bit of Golang today, so I think we did good today.
Yep, it's great.
All right, man. So see you all tomorrow, and same time, same place, 9 p.m. PST. And see you, Steven.